and today I'm just going to be recapping the iPhone 4S event, which just finished. So basically, I'm on the Apple homepage right now. Here's the iPhone 4S. That's what it looked like. That's what everyone expects it to be like. It's basically redesigned. It's not redesigned. It's basically the same as the iPhone 4. I don't think it's any thinner. Sorry, the event just ended, so I may be a little shaky on the details. Sorry about that if I am. But so it's no bigger screen like people expected it to be, and it hasn't gotten any thinner either. Which actually, personally, I think it's a good thing, because I think if it gets any thinner than it currently is, it'll actually get a little bit uncomfortable, a little too thin. It doesn't really give a premium feel. But I definitely would have liked the screen to get bigger. So as far as features, let's just actually click on it and I can show you. So it has a new dual-core Apple A5 processor, which is the same processor found in the iPod, in the iPad 2, and I think it should be pretty fast because iOS is just, when you compare it to things like Android phones already have dual-core processors. A bunch of them do, but they don't really have. They don't have. Or Android slows down the phone a lot more than iOS does. So I would expect this to be the fastest phone on the market. At least when it comes out. There's no 4G on it. Like I don't know. It was kind of back and forth over whether people thought it was going to be 4G, but it's not. But it is coming to Sprint, which is good. I'm actually on Sprint, so I might end up getting it. And it's also got a bunch of other features. It's got a new 8-megapixel camera, which the iPhone, even though the previous iPhone, the iPhone 4, only had a 5-megapixel camera, it still was one of the best cameras on the market because of it. It's like other settings. It had great video, and it was just great at things like focusing and little things like that, which is what made it such a great camera. It's got Siri. It's this new feature. It's basically like your servant, and you can talk to it, but it's supposed to have really good recognition, so you don't have to like speak carefully. You don't have to be like, call blank. So I think that'll be pretty good. Other than that, well, the white version will probably be available at launch. I'm pretty happy it's a world phone because that'll be great for business users, but then again, business users won't probably want to type on a virtual keyboard, especially with only a 3.5-inch screen, so kind of mixed feelings about that. We didn't see an iPhone 5. People kind of expected to see two new iPhones at this event, but we only saw one. It's kind of too bad because I would have liked to see a bigger screen too. That would have been great. And maybe a redesign. But I guess that's all we get for right now. So that's pretty much it for the iPhone 5 or iPhone 4S. Sorry, I'm so used to it. I was expecting it to be called the iPhone 5. Just look if there's anything I'm forgetting. I'm pretty sure there isn't. Features, of course, it'll have FaceTime and everything the other iPhone did. Oh, and of course, the camera will have 1080p recording. And of course, it'll be coming with iOS 5. And it's going to be $299 and coming out on October 12th. So, that's actually the same day two really nice new T-Mobile phones come out, the HTC Amaze 4G and the Samsung Galaxy S2. So I wonder if that's a coincidence that it was coinciding with those two phones. But so of course 1080p recording is a bump from the iPhone 4's 720p. But overall, personally, I think it was a little bit of a letdown because of, I already said this, because I was expecting the iPhone 5. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the iPhone. Let's go over some of the other things. So of course iOS 5 is coming out. They also introduced this new feature called cards, where you can design a card from your iPhone and what you want it to say and stuff, and then you buy it, and Apple will send it to you for anywhere inside the U.S. I can't remember. It's like $3.99 or something like that. So that's I don't know. It's kind of a weird, random thing to throw in there. It's a cool concept though, but still. Let's see. Oh, and so I guess let's talk about the new iPods. There's two new iPods announced, the new iPod Touch and the new iPod Nano. And basically the new iPod Touch, it's a very minor upgrade. It doesn't have any no thinner than the last one or anything. But it does have basically the two big new things that it has is it's gonna come in white now, which is good, and it's also gonna it's gonna be for the 8 GB model now. They're bumping it down to only $200, whereas before it was like $250, I think. So a little bit of a price drop. I'm kind of happy to see that, and also I like the white, but overall nothing really changed that much with the iPod Touch. The next new thing is the iPod Nano. So as far as the new iPod Nano, it doesn't have a ton of new features. The design, they're advertising the design, but it's pretty much the same design. The interface is completely changed. You can see right here, it's no longer going to be 4 icons like it had before. It's going to be, now you're scrolling between single icons, which actually I think that's going to be worse, but it'll probably be easier to use, but it might take longer. It seems a little less intuitive to me, but that, I don't know, that might just be me. It's also got a couple new fitness features, such as like, now I think what is it, something about being built for running and walking now, whereas before it was just built for walking. And also they've added a ton of new watches, such as this, they're showing off the Mickey Mouse watch right there, which is because a lot of people use their iPod Nanos as watches. And it's also going to be getting a price drop of, I think, $20 from $149 to $129. So I still think that's kind of too expensive for this, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And I actually have the previous generation iPod Nano, the first touchscreen one, and I actually didn't like it very much. I thought it was pretty bad because of course to make that small size they had to cut things like the camera. That was a nice feature on the previous one, and the small touchscreen was pretty hard to use, even though I've never liked the quick click wheels. And so yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of it. I don't use it at all. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. And that's it for this video. Alright, bye.